ओम सच्ची जनवाणी नमे चैनल पर आपका स्वागत है। कोर्डियली एंड वार्मली वेलकम। आर के त्यागी, गाजियाबाद एनसीआर दिल्ली। नमस्कार साथियों। ये सबसे पहले मैं आपको ये बताता हूँ, देखो ये मैं पढ़ता हूँ इसको। ये कहते हैं, इनका मत है ये कहते हैं UFBU हैज रिफ्यूज टू साइन 12th BPS until 5 days banking is approved by government. Government has expressed its concern over the protest of business and industrial community. I am surprised that holding the 12th BPS will extend any financial benefit from such change. Employees will have to work 40 minutes extra on 5 days. In big cities like Bombay, female employees will face difficulty as they have to travel a long distance by local trains to reach their place of work. I advise UFBU to sign a separate note for pensioners so that they may not suffer more. अच्छा, ये कह रहे हैं, और ये 40 मिनट्स एक्स्ट्रा की बात कर रहे हैं ना। नॉर्थ ईस्ट में तो आधा पौना घंटा पहले दिन डूब जाता है और सुबह को जल्दी उठता है, वहाँ और भी दिक्कत होगी। और जो लोग जो है 100-150 किलोमीटर से अप डाउन करते हैं, वो बेचारे कैसे करेंगे? तो ये इन्होंने कर रहे हैं, लेकिन हमें तो ये समझ की से बाहर की बात है। मैंने पहले भी बताया था ये बात। अच्छा, एक और मैं आपको JN शुक्ला जी का मैसेज और बता देता हूँ। इन्होंने लिखा है आज ही, ये कह रहे हैं, अभी मेरे को फ़ोन भी आता JN शुक्ला जी का, और उन्होंने गिरीश आर्य जी का और आईबा पार्क की मीटिंग के बारे में बात की थी, जो गवर्निंग काउंसिल की है, और मेमोरेंडम जो देना है वहाँ। अच्छा, ये कह रहे हैं टू ऑल वर्किंग एंड रिटायर्ड, all lawyers know what they have to say in case before the court, but very few know that they have not to say. Similarly, very pensioners knows what to say in pension revision context, but only a few know what not to say. We keep regarding irrelevant comments from working and retirees unions as well as pensioners groups and activists regarding pension issues. The comments revolve around having a lot of money in pension funds to meet financial burden in case of revision. Although pensioners have nothing to do with a lot of money or no money hypothesis, yet to divert the attention from core issues of pension revision, the biggest unions are seen crying for money. Looking at their lamentation, it seems as if the pension revision is going to happen from the assets of their forefathers. The retirees unions are also victims of distraction. They have been burning the midnight oil to prove that the existing pension funds corpus can bear the financial burden of pension revision on the RBI lines. Banks will not need to prove additional funding. If they are asked that pensioners have the business with the pension trust, its funds, management, investment losses, ownership, etc., they have to logic answer, except hollow answers like the pension funds are the property of pensioner. Pension revision is their fundamental right. There is suspicion of misuse of pension funds, etc. All these narratives have nothing to do with pensioners. Pensioners know they are recipient of pension as per agreement and regulation. बिल्कुल सही कह रहे हैं, पेंशन रेगुलेशंस के अनुसार उन्हें मिलना चाहिए. Pension is pensioners' property, but pension funds are the property of pension trust. Banks constituted pension trust. Banks are lawfully bound to maintain financial viability, and they are doing it unfailingly. Trust fund how to be spent, it is eloquently written in regulations. Banks, despite being owner of pension trust, they cannot withdraw 1 rupee from it. Fundamental rights are enshrined in the Constitution, neither in pension agreement nor in regulations. Pensioners' issue is a very small one. It's written in agreement, regulations, but not compiled with. complied with. In pension agreement, it is emphatically written that all the terms and conditions, including pension updation, shall be on the RBI line. In RBI revision had been done up to 31st October 17, which is not being done in other banks. आगे लिखते हैं, बिफोर द पेंशन स्कीम केम इनटू एग्जिस्टेंस फिफ्थ वेज सेटलमेंट हैड बीन concluded, which came into effect from 1st November 87. Since the pension came into effect from 1st January 86, pension of pensioners 1st January 86 to 31st October 87 period was updated under Regulation 35(1). This had happened in RBI also. Look to legal aspect. Pension revision is a contractual and regulatory obligation of banks which they must fulfill at all costs. If pay revision can take place every 5 years in compliance with contractual and statutory obligations, why cannot pension updation take place in compliance with similar contractual and regulatory obligations? Is pension revision more expensive than the salary revision? बिल्कुल सही बात ये कह रहे हैं कि भाई पेंशन रिवीजन जो है वो सैलरी रिवीजन से तो एक्सपेंसिव है नहीं, फिर भी नहीं कर रहे. Whose responsibility is to keep pension funds serviceable? Who provides additional funding to the pension funds according to the actuarial reports? Banks cannot run away from their contractual and regulatory obligations by giving hoax of the shortage of funds. It is unfortunate that the unions are standing with management and IBA against pension revision. AIBRF and IBAPR pensioners outfits are hand in glove with AIB and IBOC respectively. None of them are seen in court cases where management and IBA are given free passage to crush the pensioners' issues. IB did not mention the lack of funds in its affidavit in Supreme Court because it knew that the court would not listen to its nonsense. But the unions are terrorizing the pensioners by telling them to worry about maintaining the pension and forget about the pension revision. Bank employees have been intimidated and taken hostage under the alleged threats of privatization of the banks. This is moral suasion of bank employees by their unions so that people do not revolt against their misdeeds. Privatization is a fake story. जयंत शुक्ला, ये आज ही लिखा है उन्होंने और आज ही भेजा 23 तारीख को. एक ये 21 तारीख का और भी है एक मेरे पास, ये भी मैं आपको बताता हूँ इसी में. ये कहते हैं, nothing will be achieved by beating the chest after retirement. Hey Ram, we have been robbed. No one will listen. Even God helps to those who helps themselves. थोड़ा लंबा हो जाएगा वीडियो, दूसरे वीडियो में बताऊंगा. नमस्कार, थैंक यू. भारत माता की जय.